Hey guys, Derek Johnson here. When you are going out and you're, doing a road show, that's what they call it, with your product. You're showing investors, you're showing people in the industry, maybe the press, and you're talking to them and giving demonstrations, you're showing your business plan. Business books and business, teachers, at least at my university, they said before you do that, you have to have an NDA in place, non-disclosure agreement. NDA is a 1 to 2 page document usually, and it's given to the other party, and they sign it to make sure that anything you give them, anything you tell them, will not be told to other people, will not be photocopied, will not be pushed out on the web. That's great in theory, and I think that's where business school really excels, is in theory. But in the real world, most people, especially investors, angel VCs, even other people in the industry, will not sign NDAs usually. Now, I'm talking more about an internet company, a general idea like text message marketing, something similar to that. If you have something like the next Coke and you have a secret formula to build or to make this Coke, Coke the drink obviously, if you have a secret formula to make this drink, then that requires an NDA, because that specific formula can be transferred and then you would lose your business, you'd lose all your competitive edge. Something like our company, Tatango, people think it's interesting, it's a unique idea, but text messaging a lot of people is not something you need an NDA for. Most things that I see, most entrepreneurs that come to me that want to sign NDAs, they're not telling me anything that is extremely proprietary. It's not the Google algorithm behind Google. It's just their general idea and how they're going to make money off it. Most investors, most other entrepreneurs, they will not sign an NDA for the reason that there's too many conflicts of interest. What does that mean? It means that people like me, investors, entrepreneurs, they get so many people that email them. They send business plans to me all the time. They send, they talk to me at lunch. They pitch me out when I'm, walking the streets. I'm listening to my angel investors. The angel investors that I have in the VCs, they're getting pitches all day long. They have 20, 30 companies that they've invested in. They can't have that conflict of interest where they sign an NDA and then you start talking, and then halfway through the presentation, they realize that one of their portfolio companies is in direct competition with what you're going to be doing. They don't want that conflict of interest. And really, I think a lot of people don't understand this, a lot of entrepreneurs don't understand this, is that the person with the money usually makes the rules. So again, if an investor does not want to sign an NDA and you want their money, you're going to have to not sign an NDA and just, trust them that they will not share the information. Again, it's a small world. If I tell something to a potential investor, and let's say they went out and broadcast information, no other entrepreneur will go to that investor. It's a small world. So again, people, they don't want to burn their bridges, as my mother always says. So it is a trust kind of balance that you have to look for. But I think right now, if you're an entrepreneur and you're going and you don't have an idea like the next, drink product that has a specific formula, don't bring an NDA to the table. It makes you look a little inexperienced, because most people that are experienced, don't need that NDA in place. Anyway, that's my thoughts for today. Obviously, there are reasons for NDAs and there's specific instances, but I think for most internet companies, at least the ones I get pitched and I see in presentations, there is no need for an NDA.